$25 gift card giveaways, boys, every other week. To enter these giveaways, subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and comment 300K down below. What is going on, YouTube? And welcome back to another NFL video. Kind of a Madden video too. I just want to get it out there, man. If you guys are new to the channel, we post Madden Ultimate Team vids every single day. All the new content, tips, glitches, pack openings, literally everything to do with Madden 26, boys. So subscribe to the channel, boys. Smash that like button and enter in on the $25 gift card giveaway, guys. You can spam 300K in the comment section down below. Every single 300K comment is an entry into the giveaway, boys. All right, boys, so here we go, our NFL Week 3 predictions. Starting it off with, honestly, let's go back with the Bills-Dolphins for a second. You know, I would have posted this video on Thursday, but I think every single person on the whole entire planet knew that the Bills were going to win, if we're being real. Moving on, Bengals-Vikings. Now, this game is interesting. No J.J. McCarthy, no Joe Burrow. Very, very interesting. And guys, filling in for J.J. McCarthy will be Carson Wentz. And filling in for Joe Burrow will be Jake Browning. Now, I'm going to be real with you. I'm going with the Bengals all day. I don't know if you guys have been watching the Bengals the last 2 weeks, but they have been using some black magic to win these football games. I don't know how they are 2-0. They literally should be 0-2. Jaguars should have won last week without a doubt. And even the Browns missed like 4 field goals in the fourth quarter, or like 3 or something. I don't know, but even 2+ is horrible. Browns sold terribly, and so did the Jags. The Jags like had the lead the whole entire time. It's like Bengals were literally trying to lose the games. Now, one thing I will say is that Jacob Browning literally looked better than Joe Burrow. He played half a quarter and put up more fantasy points than Joe Burrow combined week 1 and 2, I believe. He had 25 fantasy points. I'm literally going to go look right now to confirm this. But I'm going with the Bengals and Jacob Browning. Carson Wentz, I don't think he's played football in like over a year. So, yeah, man, I'm going with Jacob Browning and the Bengals. I feel like the Vikings have just not looked good at all, except for like that fourth quarter of the Vikings-Bears game. So we're going with the Bengals. But yeah, guys, Jacob Browning literally dropped more fantasy points in the second half of that Bengals-Jags game than Joe Burrow did the whole week 1 and 2. So, hey, you never know. Jacob Browning may be solid. I'm going with Bengals. Texans-Jags. This one's really interesting. You know, I'm a big Jags guy this year until they blew that game against the Bengals last week. That was a really, really, really bad blown game. Now, Texans, on the other hand, they're also like equally... I don't want to say equally as bad, because Jags have actually looked pretty good, except for that fourth quarter against the Bengals. Even kind of the third quarter a little bit too. So I don't really know. This one is very 50-50. You know, I personally prefer the Jags, but I don't know. I really think the Texans are low-key going to win this game. After last week, I don't know, the Jags lost me, man. I was big on the Jags, very big on the Jags. That game last week was so hard to watch, especially having Jags money line. I'm going with the Texans this week. Don't be surprised if the Jags pull out a victory, though. Texans are getting Christian Kirk back this week. Feel like that'll open up their receiving game a little bit more. I feel like the Texans are going to get their first dub this week. Going on to Colts-Titans. I mean, with the way the Colts have been playing, I feel like it's got to be the Colts. But you never know what you're getting from Daniel Jones. As a Giants fan, guys, I know this firsthand. You never know what you are getting with Daniel Jones. But if I'm being real, this should be a Colts victory. But you never know. It's a division rival matchup, guys. You never know. And Tennessee's at home, of course, too. I just feel like they played so good against the Broncos last week. I feel like they have to play good this week against the crappy Titans. So it should be Colts money line. Raiders, Commanders. No Jaden Daniels at QB this week. Give me the Raiders. Straight up, guys. Give me the Raiders. No JD. We know what the Commanders look like without Jaden Daniels. This Raider team is not horrible. Geno Smith had a terrible game last week, and they were still in it against the Chargers. Give me the Raiders. The Commanders are going to have a stale week on the offensive side of the ball. And I like Pete Carroll, man. I'm going with Pete Carroll and Geno Smith and that Raider offense. That Raider offense got some weapons, man. Genty, Brock, Jacoby. They got some weapons. Dante Thornton. They got some weapons. Give me the Raiders. Rams, Eagles. Now, this is probably going to be game of the week. Give me the Rams, man. Give me the damn Rams. And you want to hear why? I actually have a valid reason. So, Obviously, as you guys know, Rams, Eagles, NFC, actually, it was the divisional, NFC divisional round. The Rams almost won. I don't know if you guys remember that, but they almost won, and I know damn well they're coming into this game looking for some revenge. Not only that, Eagles have been pretty stale ever since that Thunder delay against the Cowboys, and the Rams have looked pretty solid. Now, I'm not saying the Rams have played some OP teams. They played the Texans and the Titans, pretty mid teams. But they've looked good offensively. Where the Eagles, in the second half against the Cowboys, guys, they couldn't even score. And I know you guys watched that Giants-Cowboys game last week. The Giants were scoring all over them. And the Chiefs obviously clamped up the Eagles as well. They were very stale against the Chiefs, the Eagles offense. So give me the Rams. I think the Rams are going to go in there. They're 2-0. I think they're hungry. I think they want a victory. The Eagles are coming off that bowl win. They're 2-0. I don't, obviously, I'm not saying that they're not going to come to play. But I just feel like the Rams want this one more. Falcons, Panthers. Falcons. Next. I'm so serious, too. Steelers, Patriots. This one's pretty interesting. No Christian Gonzalez. I'm pretty sure he was ruled out for this game. But we're going with the Patriots. I know. Whoa. The Steelers. We are going with the Steelers. Why? Steelers defense is known to be pretty solid. Now, I'm not going to say it's been great this year because if we're being honest, it really hasn't. But the Patriots, it's just a perfect matchup for the Steelers. The Patriots defense has been struggling. They're not going to have Christian Gonzalez. The Steelers offense they're definitely played pretty mid last week. Against the Jets, they played great. This is just a perfect matchup for the Steelers. The Steelers defense is better than the Patriots offense, I would say. And the Steelers offense is better than the Patriots defense. Give me the Steelers. Jets, Buccaneers. This should be a Buccaneers win, if I'm being honest. At home, I think this is their first time at home and in Tampa. Gotta go Buccaneers here. I mean, the Jets just looked horrible last week. Week 1, they looked good, but last week they just looked so bad. I just don't see the Jets getting a victory. Broncos, Chargers. This one's very, very interesting. Now, with the way I picked, Now, with the way the Broncos played last week, I want to take the Chargers here, but you just never know. Maybe Denver comes out this week angry. Because they're a really good team, man. Offensively, defensively, great coaching. I don't know. This could go either way. But honestly, if I'm being real, with the way the Chargers have been playing, it could be the Chargers. Now, the one thing I'm going to say is the Chargers have a problem with putting away games. So, I don't know. I feel like once they get to like late third, fourth quarter, I feel like they just stop scoring. I don't know what it is with the Chargers, but that could screw them this week. It's been happening the last 2 weeks. Against the Raiders, guys, they turned it over in the fourth quarter a handful of times. They're just punted in general. And the Raiders just couldn't score. They also just kept turning it over. The Broncos, I don't think they're going to be a team to do that. If the Chargers play sloppy like they did against the Chiefs, and honestly, even against the Chiefs, guys, they almost blew against the Chiefs as well. Even remember that fourth down Mahomes converted? It was like 4th and 15, and he literally threw a dot down the field. They almost choked it, man. They almost did. They should have put that game away earlier. And even against the Raiders, they should have put that game away earlier. I don't want to say give me Broncos, but Chargers could definitely blow this game late. I can see Chargers leading all game and Broncos coming back and winning. But overall, give me the Chargers. They should win this game. Saints, Seattle. Now, I'm hearing JSN might not play, which definitely could affect this game. But, I mean, Seattle's defense has been so solid, even against the Niners. I feel like this should be a cakewalk for Seattle. Their defense is just too good. Give me Seattle. Cowboys, Bears. Now, I don't know why the Cowboys are minus 120. I feel like this should be the easiest Cowboys smackdown ever. I feel like the reason they're minus 120 is because of the way they played against the Giants last week. But I don't know. It's a division matchup, guys. Giants always do that. I'm not gonna act like they don't get spanked a lot, but Giants always go out there against a division rival at least one time a year and make it interesting. And they did that. I wasn't even shocked that they lost by a field goal. I wasn't even mad because I knew it was going to happen. I'm a Giants fan, guys. I see this like 5-6 times a year. I'm sick of it. It's like watching the Mets have a seasonal collapse like they're doing currently, which just really sad to see, honestly. Moving on, we got Cardinals and Niners. Give me the Niners. I feel like this should be an easy win for the Niners, unless Brock Bowers is not playing. Let me take a look at that quick. Yeah, Brock Bowers highly unlikely to start. Gets questionable tag. Highly unlikely to start. So, Could be interesting. Maybe Mac Jones season? I don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see. I'm going to be real with you guys. I don't really have a pick here. If Brock Bowers plays... Honestly, you know what, guys? This one's tough. This one's really tough. You know, Cardinals played the Saints, and they played another mid team. Who'd they play? They played the Saints and the Panthers. Like, yeah, nah. Give me the Niners. Give me the Niners, guys. Niners money line. Chiefs, Giants. Now, you may say that this pick is going to be a biased pick. But before I tell you why the Giants are going to win this game, I just want to let you guys know, I picked the Cowboys last week, and I picked the Commanders week 1. We're going with the Giants here this week. Home opener, barely lost on the road in Dallas. Should have literally won the game. They had like, what, 30 seconds on the clock, and they somehow kicked the field goal, 64-yarder to tie. Yeah, Giants should have won. They're pissed. I know they want this game. They even, I'm pretty sure didn't they score in OT as well? I don't know. They did something in OT. I don't remember. But, yeah, man. Chiefs have been not good. They have been playing some really bad offense, where Giants' defense is pretty solid. You know, they don't really have receivers right now. I don't know if Worthy is playing or not. Even if he is, he's definitely just going to be a decoy out there. Give me the Giants money line. Home opener, primetime Sunday night. They played amazing last week on offense. If they can play the way they played last week, they should be able to get the win here this week. And like I said, it's a home opener. It's primetime. Giants are hungry. Chiefs need a little bit of a downfall, man. I can see them going 0-3, and then the win streak starts, honestly. But I'm going Giants this week. That's my actual pick, Giants. And our last game, our Monday night game, I mean, this game's amazing. This game is absolutely amazing. But give me the Ravens. I want to take Detroit. I feel, honestly, guys, this might be like almost as good as that Bills-Ravens game, week 1. It might just be. This one's tough. This is honestly 50-52, but I'm going to go with the Ravens just because the Detroit Lions, they have new coordinators. I know they absolutely murked the Bears last week, but week 1, they played so bad against the Packers. I can't choose the Lions over the Ravens right now. Give me the Ravens, but I could see the Lions pulling out a victory, but Ravens should win. And guys, there is your NFL Week 3 predictions. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Are my predictions a W or an L? And I want to hear your predictions as well. So let me know who you guys think is going to win this week. And let me know what your favorite team is in the NFL, boys. Follow all my socials. Links to all of them in the description. Join the giveaway. Subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button. And that is pretty much it, boys. Peace.